being stopped is at US 1 Belterra. You find out from at this point where your vehicle's going to be?
You said you have one twisted tape.
One case or one?
No, you said one twisted tape.
Or, hear me out, is it because you have all your twisted?
At a busy intersection in Palm Coast, Florida, a 17-year-old girl is one signature away from a criminal record that will follow her for life. She's got marijuana, twisted teas, and a fake ID in her purse. But what happens next is something you rarely see on Bodycam. Today, we break down the laws broken and the rare act of officer discretion that changed everything.
Master Deputy Guy, Park County Sheriff's Office. The reason being stopped is at US 1 Belterra. You bypass the stop bar. You have your license, registration, insurance with you. Where are you coming from?
I was coming from her house and I was going to my brother Gage's house over there.
On what?
Catherine.
This is your car or not?
This is my grandfather's car.
Okay. Passenger, do you have an ID?
No, mine's at home.
It's at home?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
17. Would you mind opening the window over there? Is there a reason you're shaking a little bit? Are you just nervous for any particular reason?
No, I just don't understand why I was being followed. I didn't really do anything wrong.
You didn't do anything wrong? No vehicles associated with narcotics? No. No Eric Hayes?
Eric Hayes?
Yeah.
That's my sister's boyfriend. That has nothing to do
Was
with
he
it.
not arrested and stopped in this vehicle last time with felony narcotics on him?
I have no idea. This is my grandfather's truck.
Okay. Do you have a registration?
Eric Hayes, they're doing me. That's not a reason to pull me over because of something.
No, I pulled you over because of the stop bar. I recorded it.
I understand. I'm sorry about that. But I don't know what Eric Hayes has to do.
Okay, well, your vehicle's associated with felony narcotics, so
Sorry.
it's going to be investigated.
I think the old and the new ones in there.
Old and
We had
the
to
new?
change insurances.
Yes, sir. Oh, knock it off. Go ahead.
Would you mind doing a walk? It has a narcotics history with Eric Hayes that was just popped on it.
Okay, single occupant.
Yeah, we got a stop bar violation. I'm still doing the warning. I just got done with record checks. All right. No, I got 2 occupants. I'm sorry.
Hello, how you doing, ma'am? All right, I'm Deputy Towns, Park County Sheriff's Office K9 unit. I'm going to walk my partner on the exterior vehicle. Do you have drugs, guns, knives, or cotton inside the vehicle? None that you know of? All right, can you roll your windows about halfway for me, please? All right. You mind turning your vehicle off? Oh, wait, where are you going?
Oh, I thought you wanted me to get out. Sorry.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So I'm going to close the door for you. All right, there you go. As I stated before, I'm going to be walking my partner around the exterior of your vehicle. Do not exit the vehicle or stick anything outside the windows, okay? Understood? All right, outstanding.
The stop was for a stop bar violation. In Florida, you must stop before the white line, not on top of it. While it seems minor, this gives the deputy the legal right to identify everyone in the car. Notice the driver's hands. They're shaking. In police work, extreme nervousness is a physiological indicator used to justify further investigation.
Seats. Affirmative, sir.
Step on out for me. At this point, your vehicle's going to be searched, all right? The K9 alerted to the presence or odor of narcotics or whatever he's trained for, all right? So here's your opportunity to tell me about anything in the vehicle that we might or might not find.
There's nothing that I know. My purse is on this side.
Okay, is there anything on your person when I have a female deputy show up and do a search? All right, because I try and give everybody 100% honesty up front right now. This is your time to be square with me, and I'll be completely fair with you like I have with your ticket. But if I have to do the work and I have to find hidden stuff or find things hidden on people's bodies, it's all game's over at that point.
I don't have nothing on my body. I have nothing in my purse. None of that.
Nothing in the vehicle.
The only thing I have in my purse is like a razor knife, but that's it.
Okay, have you ever been arrested before?
Yes.
What have you been arrested for?
In Volusia County Jail for battery.
Battery? Nothing narcotic related?
No.
Okay. You want to take your stuff and hang out back here with them? You can take your phone and whatnot. To find whatever it may be or may not be, then I'm not going to work with you anymore.
There's nothing on me. There's nothing that I know that's in the car.
Okay, what in the vehicle belongs to you?
My purse.
What's it look like?
It's a Michael Kors purse.
Michael Kors purse, nothing else. Wallets, in the purse, backpack, anything else?
Yeah, all my stuff's in my purse.
You seem really defeated right now. For somebody who just got a warning. Okay. All right.
But what?
Like if I'm being searched and my stuff is being searched, I'm 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
My mother should be here? No?
If you go to jail, we'll let her know.
If you want, you don't have to.
Well, there's nothing in the car. There's nothing to worry about.
Right.
Is there something in the car that we should know about?
Yeah, but I was asking because I've heard...
Okay, so your mom doesn't have to be here.
Who's this one? Okay. So I see you have a vape pen. Am I going to find a vape cartridge?
No.
17 with a lot of twisted teeth.
Remember when I asked you earlier?
I told him there was twisted teeth in there.
No, I asked you. You didn't ask you. I don't know, did you?
You said you had one twisted tape.
One case or one?
No, you said one twisted tape.
Well, that's what I was saying.
No, you didn't have your ID with you.
I didn't have your ID with you.
Well, I thought my wallet was at home.
Or, hear me out, is it because you had all your twisted teeth hidden under your feet by a jacket and you couldn't move the jacket because you thought we'd see the twisted teeth? Because I've done that before.
Because we were supposed to get gas too.
So who's Bianca?
She's like a sister to me.
Who's exactly 21 years old. Very weird.
Work with her.
You know it's a crime to be in possession of somebody else's driver's license.
She left it at my house, so I was gonna give it back to her next time I see her.
Or there's a striking resemblance between you and her, and you use this ID to buy alcohol.
No.
Okay, I can't help people that don't want to tell the truth. Then they sit here and say I did nothing for them. So you're gonna be marijuana I can smell?
It's just my makeup.
Well, I mean, in general. Snow caps. Medical marijuana from California. Remember how I just said, is there gonna be marijuana that I can smell?
I don't smoke.
It's not your marijuana, not your alcohol, not your ID, that's thing. Not
I
you.
don't smoke.
Me either. And I'm not a cop.
I do not smoke.
I don't smoke. I just carry my marijuana with my rolling papers and my lighter in my purse. That's not for me.
I do not smoke.
So you sell it?
No.
You just carry it. Well, the charge is possession.
Were her rights violated here? No. Under the Fourth Amendment and the Supreme Court case Illinois versus Caballes, police do not need a warrant or extra reasonable suspicion to have a dog sniff the exterior of a vehicle during a lawful traffic stop. Once the dog alerts, reasonable suspicion turns into probable cause. The deputy now has the legal right to search every nook and cranny of that car without a warrant.
That's my ex-boyfriend. Those are nausea pills. I have some at home too. He went to the doctor for...
Where's your mom at? Because it's very likely you're going to catch criminal charges, so you might want to call her. Whose weed do you have in your bag?
There's no weed in there.
If I can put it in a test kit, there's weed in it. I have really good weed kits, really good ones if you want to try those. We got another crime of the century. Courtney, come with me. Back side of the vehicle on the passenger side. You can take your phone over here. Well, you can sit on the trunk. Have a seat, leave your phone, and talk. As you're well aware, at this point, this is a criminal investigation, and you're not free to go, okay? With that being said, you do have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that? Need a verbal yes or no. Do you want to tell me what's going on tonight?
Those teas are mine. I do not smoke. I do not smoke weed. And Bianca is like a sister to me. I used to work with her. She stayed the night with me a few nights ago. She left her wallet at my house. And I have her ID. I was supposed to see her tomorrow and give it back to her as soon as I got off work.
Okay. Do you see why I have a little bit of a struggle believing you about smoking marijuana when you have it? So if it's not your marijuana, whose is it? Don't know, but it ended up in your purse. Did Courtney provide it to you? Did Courtney give it to you to hide? This I cannot stress enough. This is the time to be honest about what's going on.
No one gave this to me to hide, but I do not put anything in my purse. I do not smoke weed.
So how did marijuana, rolling papers, and lighters end up in your purse?
I have no idea. I do not smoke weed.
So when I call Bianca, ask her on the phone, what's she going to tell me?
Inside, they find the starter pack for a bad night, marijuana and twisted teas. Under Florida law, being under 21 with alcohol is a second-degree misdemeanor. Then, they find the fake ID for Bianca. In Florida, possessing a forged or stolen ID is a third-degree felony. This is where the situation gets very real for the 17-year-old.
And what night did she stay with you? Because I'm going to ask her what night she stayed with you. So if I meet with her, she's not going to have her wallet with her?
She might have her wallet, but I have that.
Yeah, but the thing is, you just told me she left her wallet.
She did leave her wallet.
So if she left her wallet with her ID in it, and she has her wallet now, do you see where the issue is? This isn't my first time doing this. I've done this many years, thousands of people a year. I know why you have the ID.
I don't even buy alcohol. I can't.
What?
They tell me I look like I'm 12. Even
You
if
look like you're 12.
Right.
But you also look like Bianca, 21.
Am I allowed to answer this? My mother.
Yeah.
She don't even smoke weed. I'm sorry. She don't even smoke weed. You better tell the truth as it is.
So in her purse was this jar of marijuana, these rolling papers, and these lighters.
I know who this is. So if you don't want to tell him, I'll tell him. This is Brooks. This is Brooks. You don't smoke. Stop defending your friends. This is how you go down with your friends.
She also had these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 twisted teas with her.
Okay, I believe you. They could be doing that. I believe that, but I know that's not her. Promethazine, she is on promethazine.
This one is ascribed to Trey Colburn.
Oh, that's her ex-boyfriend. Yeah. Okay.
Technically, she's not allowed to possess it, even if she might be prescribed.
Right. I know, and that's why I keep telling you, you have to keep your own stuff in your own bottle. Like,
He gave it to me last time he went to the doctor.
I know, but that's someone else's name on there. You can't carry someone else's stuff in your purse.
Do you work normal hours, like 9 to 5 type stuff?
I switched to morning shift now.
Okay. Are you home every night?
Yeah.
When was the last time Bianca stayed at your house?
Who?
Bianca.
Bianca doesn't stay at my house.
Weird.
Bianca
Bianca didn't stay at our house every night together.
Which one?
Bianca, they used to work at the chicken pantry.
That was like 2 weeks ago. That's not nowhere, like, not yesterday, the day before.
She said she stayed at your house a couple nights ago.
I'm not lying, so yeah, cops.
And that would be why she has a 21-year-old ID with her.
Yeah, that's getting cut up, thank you.
It's being confiscated. It's
Okay.
actually a criminal offense being possessing somebody else's ID.
Yep.
As you're well aware, this is a criminal investigation, okay?
Yeah, I know.
So you do have the right to remain silent. You understand that?
I don't think this is fair.
I need a yes or no.
Yeah.
As I was explaining to your friend here, there are crimes here tonight. They are not the crime of the day.
Yes, I know.
Okay?
I didn't know all that was in her purse, though. I knew the T's were in there, but I didn't know about the IDs and stuff.
The fingerprints on the container aren't going to be yours because I have people here saying that they've seen it in your purse.
I do smoke weed, but that's not mine. But yes, I do. But yeah, you can fingerprint me. That's fine. My fingerprints are already in the system.
So it's not going to be your marijuana that they've seen with you possessing previously, and they would be willing to probably write me a sworn statement and testify to that.
I don't get it. Why everyone's on my dick when it's in her purse? It's hers. She smokes. We both smoke. I don't get it.
So it's not your marijuana.
No, it wasn't in my
You've never
purse.
touched it.
It wasn't in my
I
purse.
never said it wasn't in your purse. It can be in somebody else's purse and be somebody else's.
not mine.
This happens all day.
It's not mine.
So what
I don't
happens
think
is
it's
if we
fair.
can't determine whose it belongs to,
That's fine. I get
everybody goes to
that.
jail.
I get that, but I don't think it's fair that I'm being treated the way I am, and
Why are you
she's
being
being.
treated differently?
Because y'all are sitting there. I can hear everything you're saying out there.
The adult passenger is in hot water too. Under FCSO policy and state law, an adult who allows a minor to possess drugs or alcohol can be charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Flagler County policy often encourages diversion programs for first-time juvenile offenders, but a felony fake ID usually results in a trip to the green roof, jail.
I've done this game before.
it's not a game. This is
It
real life.
is. I know it's real life, and I wasn't in my purse. It's not mine. I didn't know anything was in there, like, other than the T's. That's it. And they weren't mine, and I told y'all that from the jump. I've said the same thing over and over again.
Alcohol behind your driver's seat?
No.
What about the container of
I told you
prescription
I knew
marijuana?
that, but there's no weed in there.
That's under your seat.
There's no weed in there.
Okay. So here's where it gets interesting. You being an adult
I know.
and she being a juvenile, have you ever heard of contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile? As the adult, you have a higher responsibility recognized by the government of the United States and population as a whole to guide juveniles in the right direction.
How was I supposed to know that? I don't even drink. Like, I don't get it. How was I supposed to know that she was going to do that? Bro, she told you they're hers. They're her T's. Y'all can...
But as an adult, knowing that a juvenile is possessing
They're
alcohol,
not my T's.
you are contributing
I'm sorry, I
to
don't
the
mean to yell.
delinquency
I
of
didn't
the
get
juvenile.
her those.
Is it your vehicle?
Yes.
Are you transporting a juvenile?
Yes.
Are you aware that the juvenile has alcohol? You already told me you were, so yes. You're aware the juvenile has marijuana? Yes.
I didn't know
What
she had
actions did you
marijuana.
take
That's
to
not
prevent
true.
that?
I never said I did not know she had that.
So what actions have you taken to prevent that? Besides helping her by taking her to the party. All right, so when I call, what's she going to tell me?
She told you she stayed in my house a few weeks ago.
Okay, she gave you permission to have her ID.
No, she did not give me permission.
Okay,
So
so
she-
tell the truth. You just took the ID.
Yes.
Okay.
But why? Because it's 21, and it looks like you. You know you can't keep this in, right? Obviously, either way, you can't keep it.
Dump these, Thelma.
Yes, you can dump these, destroy that. I've destroyed that.
When did this even start? Like,
I'm really struggling here why you shouldn't go to jail. I know you're a kid, kind of, in my eyes, you're a kid, because I'm twice your age, but at the same time, you're an adult.
I don't know what I did. Like, I really don't.
Well, you're in possession of alcohol as a minor. So the way the state statute reads is unless I see it in your hand or her hand, everything in the vehicle with alcohol belongs to the driver, as state statute reads. So that's 6 twisted D's and 2 hard mics in your hand. You see what I mean? And I don't feel like I've gotten an ounce of honesty. this
I've been
entire
telling
time.
you the truth. That's not my alcohol.
So you're just going to this party.
No, I wasn't going to a party. I swear I was. It's not my alcohol.
So where are you guys going with all this alcohol?
Because it's hers.
Going where?
We were just gonna go to Daytona, that's it. Just go to the beach, that's it. It's not my alcohol. I've been lying to y'all the whole time. I did not know she had the IEDs, the weed and trade, Colburn stuff. I did not know any of that. None of it. It's not my purse. How am I supposed to know? It's not my alcohol. I haven't drank nothing. I don't drink anymore because I have my appendix removed.
All right, hang out. You're good to go with Mom.
Come
Step on out. Put your hands behind your back.
This is the moment of truth. The deputy chooses officer discretion. He destroys the contraband and gives a stern warning instead of an arrest. He tells her, "Don't make me regret this." By doing this, he saves her from a felony record, but places a massive amount of trust in her. Was this the right call, or did she get away with too much? Let us know in the comments. We read them all.